Just gotta make sure the audio is working correctly. And then we'll get into it. Bit of allergies today. I haven't done much housework in a while. I'm having fun with the little robot that I got. Just gotta make sure the audio is working correctly. There we go. Best investment I ever made was getting one of those little Roomba things. I got it fine fairly cheap. You can do mopping and stuff, but it's basically just a mop pad on the bottom of it, and it's got a water tank in it. But it's got an auto charge dock and empties itself, so it's kind of nice. But I've had too much stuff lying around on the floors recently to use it, so I'm letting it loose in my kitchen and lounge room at the moment. Oh. Alright, so getting back into the Battlefield campaign. And basically, we're just trying to finish out all the challenges and stuff on the single player. I've only got a couple of hours before I have to head into work, so I figured might as well. I had to get up kind of early today, for me anyway, because I had an electrician come around, fix one of the lighting circuits that was playing up. So as you can see on the screen, basically we've got two challenges that we're going for today. Kill an enemy with a throwing knife while skiing, and disable all alarms. The alarms one's probably, that's going to be pretty easy. So is the skiing one. It's basically just a matter of completing the mission while doing everything. At least I'm not doing it on the hardest difficulty, so it should be pretty easy. I reckon I can get this done in 2.5 hours. Or 2 hours. Alright. So first off, let's get the knife one, and then we can focus on the actual game. Might just do a restart after I do that. I don't really need to do it stealth. Try to do the knife off this.
The hardest working thing.
Might need to restart. Yes, there we go. See if we can get away with doing it without restarting, but it's probably going to be tricky. They set off the alarm. Sure, there's probably an alarm here. Yeah, there it is. It's going to make it pretty difficult.
Bare 2 steder igjen nå.
Let's crank up the volume a little bit. It's pretty interesting when I started, like my mouth just didn't want to work. That's the alarm. Down here come the reinforcements. Do it. Considering I haven't played in like over a week, it's good that I can still aim. I had to do hard waste collection recently, like threw out a lot of stuff from my house. Even scored a new couch. It's one of the good things about Australia. It's like kind of if you need new furniture once a year, sometimes just look around and people put stuff out that's actually quite good. I got like a nice like 3-seater couch that's like synthetic leather, but not like leather, but it's not like fabric. And one of the things that annoyed the crap out of me, like I've had a couple of couches that I've been using for like a decade nearly, that my ex-girlfriend of all people purchased off Gumtree. It's like the Australian version of Craigslist. And they were like fabric ones. And I've got a cat. So he's been using them as scratching posts. And like they just soak up sweat. Like they're nearly impossible to clean. And like it just got to the point where they were just so raggedy. It's like, nah, I gotta get rid of this. Can't clean it. Like maybe a steam upholstery cleaner or something like that. And yeah, so it's good to actually have a decent couch that I can actually use now. And it's basically in mint condition, like no rips or anything. I'm pretty sure it came from IKEA, but it's like the most expensive one that you can get. It's probably only a couple of years old. I had a good look over it. The only thing wrong with it is that the fabric on the bottom, like, is like a little bit ripped, but the rest of it was fine. But getting it in through my front door, because you got to go up like a couple of stairs to get it into my house. It's kind of fun doing by myself, and of course it never goes in through the door the first time, the first angle that you try. It's like, oh yeah, I'll try and put it in sideways. I had to flip it around. Apparently the base is skinnier than the height of it. So like imagine like me trying to get like an 80-kilo couch in through like a door by myself upstairs with nearly no room, like a balcony which has got like posts at the top of the stairs where it stops you from being able to turn stuff. But I managed to do it. But fuck, my shoulders, like I pretty much did my left shoulder and my right shoulder were both complaining at work yesterday. Still got all my job done though. And oh my god, new couch. It's a pretty good couch. Like it doesn't even have like removable cushions. It's just like all like synthetic leather. So like cleaning it will be a breeze, like a little bit of bleach or something. And you know, a bit of like a vacuum cleaner or something to get into it. And I grabbed two old cabinets, so like sort of like a kitchen one with like 2 drawers and 2 cupboard below and like shelves on top. But it was like super, like you can tell it was like built in like the 70s or the 80s, like really good condition, made with masonite board. And I'm like, yeah, it's not fucking chipboard. It was heavy. And I also got a like a decent like cupboard sort of wardrobe thing that I reckon someone was probably using to grow plants in. I had a nice like a A4 print that looks 20 years old of Elvis inside. And I'm like, yeah, I know what this was used for, but and like a top drawer up top because there's like no dowel inside and no drawers, and I'm like, I wonder what this was used for. And but like all three doors are like locked by skeleton keys, so it's like perfect. It's like extra storage because I need to get stuff out of my boxes. Once I got stuff out of my boxes, I can possibly put the place up for like a like maybe get a roommate or something in. Because at the moment I'm renting a 3-bedroom house by myself. I've been for nearly a year now. I mean, it was before that as well, but this place, the rent is way more expensive. So it's great. Now I've got my bathroom, I've got my heat lamps, and I've got my light and my extraction fan and everything working in the bathroom. Wasn't working when I first moved in, but I didn't want to bother the landlord with it because, it was going into summer, like the sort of like hotter period in Brisbane. It's not cold yet, so I wasn't really worried about it. Plus, the bathroom's got like a sunlight, so it didn't need lighting. It's just all my old crap in boxes that I really need to deal with because, like, I've got so many, like, I'm not a hoarder or anything like that, but I've got like old tools and like cable and like old computer parts and like collectibles and shit that I've got in boxes and like old kitchen stuff as well, like that I don't know whether or not I'm going to keep. Tupperware and like pans and pots and all that sort of thing. And because I live by myself, I only really need like a large wok or something like that, a frying pan, a saucepan, a big pot, a small pot. Like so, I haven't really used a lot of it, but I used to have a house with more than one person in it, so I've got a lot of like that sort of thing in boxes. I had to go through it and like throw it out, but like I didn't really have the space to put what I wanted to keep once I pull it out of the box, so I've just like left it in boxes. And now I can start going through a lot of my old stuff. Like I've got old like Commodore 64s and like freaking like all sorts of old stuff. Like just stuff that I'm like keeping for like memorabilia value more than like anything else. But it occupies like one bedroom of the place that I'm living in. So if I can get rid of that, I can rent out that bedroom and start getting some more money. I mean, it'd be really nice to actually start leveraging my income without having to worry about like the inflationary aspect of rent. Like if I can get someone else in here, it'll be like essentially I'm paying $100 less rent than before inflation hit. And considering my pay has gone up, $300-400 from what it was, mostly just because I'm working on a much harder job. Yeah, that's kind of what I really need to do at the moment. Like I haven't upgraded my computer in ages. I want to like I got all the motion trackers and stuff to like Vive motion trackers and everything. I didn't get the control stations yet, like the actual detection stations. I haven't even got a headset yet. I've been waiting for like the Valve Index 2. And I know that if I go that route, I'm probably gonna need like a new video card, new processor. I'm gonna have to go up from AM4 to like AM5. It runs really well for streaming. Like there's no issues. Like basically my computer like maxes out at like 96 degrees on the CPU, overclocked, and there's no issues. 32 gig RAM, all that standstill stuff, and I've got like a terabyte SSD. got another SSD that I've got my like my OS on, and I had like multiple like actual hard drives for like storing all my games that I shuffle games in and out of a hard drive as I'm actually playing them. So like storage was never a problem, but like definitely like some of the newer games I don't think I can run on like a PC at all. Like Cyberpunk, for example, I basically have to run that on low to get any sort of decent FPS. And I'm not even interested in ray tracing or anything like that. That's really kind of a gimmick at this stage. And 1080p, like unless you're playing on like a 50-inch like plasma screen TV, you don't really need more than 1080p. So it'd be nice to have like widescreen, like sort of quad HD, 1440. It would really be nice to have that upgrade because I used to run that 10 years ago on my old monitor, 6 years ago, before I accidentally broke it. I had to go back to a 1920 just to be able to afford that. But yeah, I'm having fun, and like working stuff, like I'm still like soldiering on. So is my drone. I'm gonna have to figure out how to mount like anti cockroach weapons on it or something. Not that I've seen any cockroaches in here. Actually, to be honest, when I moved in, yes, there was a bit of a problem. Basically, like there were a lot of pests and stuff. But like I've been looking after the place fairly well. And the only problem I've had here is been with wasps, surprisingly. I'm pretty sure that there's a wasp nest inside one of the wall cavities, but I filled the cavity with permethrin, like I completely nuked it. I was working out in the garden the other day, like doing a bit of weed spraying because, like, why not? It's so much easier to spray, especially considering like half the garden is gravel. So I went around spraying, and like, I got to one spot and fucking I got launched on by like 4 or 5 wasps. They stung me on my left side. Still got bumps on my arms and stuff from it. And like my left shoulder, my back. I was like, ooh, like Slaanesh is favoring me. The sensation of pain. And basically, as soon as they hit me with that, I'm like, fuck, run. Got back inside, went back inside, locked the door. Figured out where the hell they were coming from. And then dumped a can of spray into it. And then destroyed the nest that they'd started building on the wall. But they weren't like European wasps. They were like more like an Australian native one. Which is super weird because the Australian native ones usually don't attack you. But these ones did. Like they totally got me like 4 or 5 times. So I sprayed the crap out of the nest and basically closed the door, waited for them all to die, then destroyed it. And they'd been building it just on the wall outside my back, one of my back doors, because I got multiple back doors in my place. And hit the whole the whole gravel area with roundoff. And I'm still growing vegetables and everything. I've got like pak choy, chilies, eggplant, tomatoes, water spinach, celery, bloody different herbs. Got an old eggplant that is refusing to die, but like some of my capsicum plants and also eggplants have been affected really badly by scale. And what do you call it? Like waxy waxy borer kind of scale. Don't accept. Anyway, I got neem oil. I dredged the fuck out of it. So that's kind of under control. So yeah, I've been having fun. And like work's been doing alright as well. So I mean, like, combine that with the fact that I don't need to put as much effort into cleaning the house because I got the bot to clean the floors at least. And mold's not popping up everywhere. Considering the house that I'm living in was probably built in like 1930. Yeah, that's pretty damn fucking good. Anyway, I'll get back into the game in a sec. I can definitely hear that I've got to go and clear the brushes on it though. It's picked up a lot of hair. I've got long hair. Plus I have a cat. So I reckon, yeah, there's a bit of it wrapped around the brushes. It hasn't thrown up any warnings yet, it's still running, but I can hear it. Not this stream, but next stream, I'll share all the stuff that I've been cooking. I made some awesome food. And now that summer's winding down a little bit, I can start relaxing a bit more. Yeah, in 2 months I'll have been with my company for a year, which is great. It's like a huge Japanese company. And it's great to have a full-time job where you don't need to worry about everything. But, it is hard work. It's pretty fucking hard work. I'm not gonna lie. But also, it's afternoon shift, so, I don't need to go to work till like fucking 1 p.m. Yeah, clock off at like 9. It's great. Perfectly suits me. Just today, had to get up early, so I went to bed pretty much straight after I got home after work yesterday. Woke up at like 5:30, did a bit more cleaning, just like a bit of spring cleaning. Australian version of spring cleaning is like you do a version of spring cleaning in spring, And then you do one after it's hot. So as it's leading into autumn. Because fuck it doing housework during the summer here. But at least I've got like 2 inverter systems. So that the whole house is chill. Like, I usually don't feel cold. But like running this stuff, I actually enjoy it. Right, time to get back in the game. I got a new tank for my vape as well. So even though vaping is basically banned in Australia, I've still got my script for nicotine. I've still got my vape. I can still get new tanks. And still get accessories for the same vape that I'm using. New coils, new tanks, new glass. The only difference is that they're making us use a child lock now. And like I much prefer the old screw top for the top of my vape rather than the child lock. I can see myself breaking this thing within like a matter of a year. Like every time I refill it, basically, it feels like I'm about to break it. It does have a satisfying click when you actually finish loading it. I don't know what the hell I did with the tip. An actual tip on the vape, on the tank. I reckon someone probably grabbed it off, like someone who didn't have a script, probably pinched it from my bag while it was sitting in the side of my bag at work. Either that, or I was like pulling it out of my pocket or something and dropped it in like an Uber or something. Alright, let's get back into it. So, we're going to keep an eye open for weapon caches, or caches. Let's see what sort of weapon systems we can get going. Yeah, replace the MP40, totally. Too bad I can't pick up the MG34 and take it with me. It's kind of how it was designed. Like the people wagon. Holy Enfield. Ooh. Take this one. I think it's got more zoom.
Jag tänkte de här.
Use this for close quarters. The zoom's a little bit too much. Alright, so that's the first point. Stop advertising your shit. Well, thank you for watching, but like, no. Yeah, fully kitted. The kitten crowd is such a meme vehicle. Isn't it kitten crafted? Anyway. Let's start hunting.
Dette må være bygda de har markert på planen. Jeg må finne politistasjonen.
See the tower. I wonder if we can take it out with a grenade.
Jeg har ikke mer ammunisjon.
Take out the alarm system and then just wipe them out.
Dokumentene nevnte noe om under bakken.
An, wir haben Gesellschaft. Das war... Immer noch vom Flug. Irgendwas... Geh mal nachsehen. Da muss noch...
There we go. Oh! Just walk through the fucking wall. Lol. Okay. I gotta deal with that. Now taking out the alarm, so... Whoop. A little bit of tearing, yeah. One sec. This is usually when basically the RAM starts getting used too much. So I use a program called Intelligent Standby List Cleaner. I use like an old version of it. And basically a lot of the warping that shows up when you actually go through different things, like it actually stops like the sort of like the tearing on the screen. Like even it's not related to the actual GPU processing. It's just like, I mean, I'm running a 3900 XT. It should be perfectly fine for this game, but basically the memory, I think, lets me down, like the actual memory. And it fixes a lot of the issues. Makes it a lot smoother. It basically deletes the cache that's held in memory and makes sure it's refreshed. So just enabled that and you'll probably notice it's a lot smoother.
Den metalluken. Det her. Jeg må ødelegge alt.
Basically it changes it from being like a hang to like a hang that's really noticeable to being like sort of like a glitch. Like, so it changes it from being about like 400 milliseconds down to like about 150 to 200 milliseconds. Full placebo. That's noticeable. part of it's because I'm basically running overclock. So, yeah, like standard 2400 megahertz RAM up to 3600 megahertz. And from clock speed from like 3.8 up to 4.2 or something that I'm running at the moment. So it's running like 4.2 gigahertz across like 12 cores. Just have a look at the stats, see what it's actually doing. Yeah, so clock is actually running at 3.6. So part of the problem is that it's running on boost. And it can jump up to like 4.2. Actually running a little lower than it usually does. I need to replace the paste on my CPU, I think. Just like force like max performance out of it all the time. Yeah, temperature load has definitely got worse with age. Like it seems like it's aging, and it like heats up more. So where my old boost clock used to be up like over 4 gigahertz, it's kind of like maxing out temperature-wise at about like 3.6, 3.7. Then again, I was playing a lot of Cyberpunk, so I wouldn't be surprised if my paste is like baked in. It needs like replacement.
Ich kann dich hören, aber ich höre dir nicht zu. Da drüben! Und zur Hölle?
But yes. Fucking bullshit. I hate it when this game does this. Right.
Bra.
Ich hab hier einen Mann am Boden! Das ist nicht mein Krieg! Da drüben sind sie!
I got him. What the fuck? I think I'll lay that one.
Det må være kaien som ble nevnt i planen.
Couldn't remember the fucking controls sometimes. I mean,
Det var siste.
An alle Truppen, Rückzug zum Bunker! Wir müssen das schwere Wasser wegschaffen!
Det må finnes mer tungtvann som er på vei til bunkersen.
Alarm! Alle Patrouillen müssen das verbliebene schwere Wasser zum Bunker schaffen! Wir werden angegriffen!
pretty sure I would have disabled them all. Maybe I missed one. Right, that's it. Ah, 10 o'clock. The worst thing that they ever did to the Battlefield series was make every single fucking gun hit scan. It really fucking aggravates me.
Hier ist einer von den Mistkerlen.
The only thing that they actually changed was they made every weapon have a flat bullet drop, but they made it so that the velocity was lower. Or in some cases higher. Now, someone has worked on like realistic weapons mods for different Battlefield games, like 1942, Battlefield 2. Like, it really aggravates me, like, that there's no bullet drop. Because playing older Battlefield games, I'm very used to, like, aiming above the target. They could have just done what Red Orchestra 2 and Arma did, just like have a battle site 0 and like give you a key to like increase or reduce the amount of drop. Should I say lead? But no, they decided to go all Call of Duty on everything. That's why they lost most of their fan base, because they tried to emulate COD. But I've been complaining about this since Battlefield like 4. So it's not like they're gonna change it.
Sie können nicht weit sein. Sucht alles ab. Seid vorsichtig, verdammt.
Fuck off. Just an alarm.
Tungtvann skal til Tyskland.
Vet hva du prøver å lage med det? Monsteret. Det er et våpen.
Mamma.
Ja, monsteret er et våpen. Men hva skjer hvis russerne lager det før oss? Eller britene?
Dette er en makt du ikke kan kontrolleres. Du kan ødelegge oss alle.
Hallo? Verdammt! Sie sind hier!
Nå tar jeg de lastebilene. Det er helt tomt.
Schritt weiter!
Jeg er så stolt av deg, Solveig.
Jawohl!
Oh, don't tell me it didn't give me that. It actually didn't update. So after what I did, it didn't do it. Right. That's actually really annoying. What time is it? Can I do it all in less than an hour? I reckon I can.
Greif sie an, los! Jawohl! Halt! Kein Schritt weiter!
It's actually going to make me redo the whole thing. That's so fucked.
Jawohl!
of wonder why Battlefield has less players now. You know, it's because of shit like this. Like, if you're going to do a single player campaign, at least make it sure that the challenges and the triggers actually work. Close the game real fucking load. The other thing is, like, it's going to be kind of hard to find the fourth, because there's 4 alarm stations on the mainland before you go to, like, the last objective. And finding the same one twice when I'm rushing it, we'll see. I can't believe it didn't give me the knife one, because it said I fucking unlocked it. That's why I'm reloading. Hopefully it's, like, updated. Have to do the whole fucking thing again. Oh, there we go. Nah, it did give it to me. Oh! I was worried for a moment there. It's just letters. Ten new weapons without dying, holy shit. I'm gonna enjoy this one. It's 10:40. No, I'm gonna call it that. At least the bug didn't actually, like, cause a massive problem. Gonna have a quick look around my house. I'll be back in a second.
Regardez-les. Des soldats français courageux, prêts à se sacrifier pour leur patrie. Ces hommes, c'étaient des héros. Mais ils n'étaient pas les seuls à combattre. Je vais vous raconter une histoire que vous ne connaissez pas.
Nangadev,
Idrissa,
c'est pas possible. Si t'ont laissé t'engager, ça ne
No,
sera pas du tout
I'm
net.
gonna call it there. I can wait till after I get home from work to